Hey guys, it's Mr. Joshua with another Gundam MSA review. And this afternoon, before I head off to work, I would like to show off to you guys another part of my job that I did for my buddy Joshua Gundamio. As you can see, I battle scarred him a crap ton of alternate parts for the ground type GMs. And this is a part of a big project that I've done for him. I started this project about mid-December of last year, and I'm finally done. Finally, after all this time. And one of the big reasons why it took me such a long time to battle scar all these figures is because it all takes time and it all takes creativity. I mean, you don't want to, copy the same battle scarring off of every single, gun you do, right? So what you want to do is just make your own customs, make them all unique and individual. And anyways, this is what I did so far. Um, I made Josh Gundam alternate, lower bodies. This one right here is actually my favorite. It's my favorite because he has a thigh right here is just completely obliterated, and he has a lower leg it's completely obliterated. Big giant gash. The works. And what I did was I actually have leftover model kit parts that I use in my battle scarring, and so I can replicate like blown up parts and whatnot, which you can see like wires and everything hanging out. That's not real metal. That's plastic that I use, and I've been using this technique for a while now, for a couple of years actually, and it works perfect. And right here, this guy had, he's got a couple bullet holes, explosion mark on his ass. In the front, some more scratch marks, another gash mark, bullet hole, the works. And then over here, this is also my favorite. This is a really, really destroyed, battle scarred arm. And when Joshua Gundam sent this to me, it looked like he melted this part right here, and you can see how it was originally melted. And so what I did was I came back with that, melted it a little bit more, and I added some detail in there. And then to make it better, I added this huge giant hole right there. So who knows, maybe like this GM was like running and tripped or something, and Nizaki shot on him and missed, and pop, got him right there in the arm. But either way, that arm is totally just destroyed. It's done for. And then this guy right here, he just has a bunch of scratch marks all over. Pretty cool. This one has a big giant, bullet hole. Get shot in the thigh. And this guy right here has a big giant, like, burn gash. So that's pretty sweet. And he's got a bullet hole as well. And this one right here, this one's actually my favorite backpack that I made for him. It just looks like somebody shot him in the back with a bazooka. And just, he's completely obliterated. Just completely obliterated. And this one is pretty sweet too. It's got, two bullet holes. Pop, pop. Pretty sweet. And this guy has a big giant gash. Like, maybe there's that kid snuck up behind this dude and, like, try to tag him with a heat hawk and missed and got his, jetpack or something. Pretty sweet. And on to this one. This foot right here is just, more of a, scratched up, rugged looking foot. It's pretty sexy. On to a more destroyed version of the foot. Pretty cool, very detailed. I made sure that these figures and parts were as detailed as possible, as I can possibly make them. And I'm going to tell you one thing, these things are going to be really, really fucking cool once you see these pieces of artwork that I did for the Gundam Father of Peace episodes. And finally, we're on to we're on to the shields. I actually got this idea from the Gundam Thunderbolt. I don't know if the Thunderbolt's a TV show or a movie. I don't really know. I'm just gonna say fucking call it a TV show. Like, a really long TV show. Each episode's like maybe an hour long. But anyways, this shield right here was inspired by the Gundam Thunderbolt series, if you will. I remember I saw one of the GMs flying, and Azaki like tagged him 3 times and on the shield, and that's what it looked like. And this is, you know, it's pretty fucking badass. You know, I mean, it's not very battle scarred, but it's enough. You know, it's very unique. That's my favorite shield that I made for Joshua Gundam. And this one right here is also inspired by the Gundam Thunderbolt TV show. Pretty freaking sweet. Really like it. Oh, and this one right here, this one was a little different. When Joshua Gundam sent this to me, it was pre-damaged. It was like melted and stuff. And so what I did was I incorporated my own, creativity into it. And this is what I came up with. Just a really, really rugged, scratched up, just, completely annihilated shield. It's pretty rugged, It's like something you'd probably see a GM walk around with in a jungle or something. Kind of has that weird, like, Vietnam feel to it, almost, Like, just looking at, like, this right here, it just kind of reminds me of, like, maybe, like, rain is, like, rain on it or something, all dramatic, like, it's rain. I'm waiting for that damn Vietnamese to come out so I can shoot him. Then flashbacks, the first gun come along. And this one was inspired by the Gundam Thunderbolt series. I just really like how they destroyed the shields and everything on the series, and so this is the first time I actually incorporated what I saw on there, and it's just really nice. This big giant hole right here. It's really cool. And this one is just, this is when I kind of messed around with it. Just wanted to see what I can do with it, and it actually came out really cool. Like, who knows, maybe a GM was like blocking a Zaki too, and the Zaki fucking pulled out his Heat Hawk and sliced right down the middle. And I purposely made it so it was like an angle it was like cut at an angle, so it's got some really good depth in there. Really, really cool shield. And that concludes my part 2. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. Again, this concludes my part 2 of my major job for Josh Gundam, and I really hope that he likes what I've been doing for him. This is like the third job that I've done for him. I'm really hoping that I can do like a lot more jobs for him in the near future. Really hoping, because this is fun. Really fun. But anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more Gundam MSA reviews.